Hello Europe! Hello Amsterdam! Last night was Eurovision in concert. We saw so many acts here in Amsterdam. It's the morning after the night before and I am exhausted. Before I fly back to London, I need to talk about all the stars who shine. Shall we do this? Let's do this! Alright, I have my little list here of the acts. It's not in the running order, so I'm just gonna, this may seem random. I'm gonna start by talking about my winner. It was the Netherlands' Duncan Lawrence. This was far and away the best act, I thought. He managed to maintain the vulnerability, the sensitivity, while being in an arena setting. Because, you know, a song like that is very sensitive. You don't associate it with being in a sweaty room with sticky floors, but it still worked. I think that if they nailed their staging, that aquatic theme from the video is so fantastic. If they can keep something like that, they have a very strong chance of winning. He did not hurt himself last night. The fear was that he was so high and so strong that he could have fallen, but he has not fallen. I think he is still in this to win this, and it was really nice to see. My other winner was Spain, Miki Lavinda. He was surrounded by some ballads last night, but when he came on, everyone went absolutely crazy. My mic is on. Everyone went absolutely crazy. There was this party vibe. Vocally, he was on point. He is so spirited. The energy, the life, the vigor. He's ready for his moment. Going through this list, I thought Kino from Norway, they also really worked the setting. They're very good in an arena environment. We saw it at Melody Grand Prix. We saw it last night. Euro fans were fangirling over this. It was just fantastic to see that Joker was on point. He was doing his thing. Tom, Alexandra. Again, a lot of people were very happy. Tulia from Poland. This was a very, very pleasant surprise. I didn't know what they would do visually. They kind of harked back to that Slavic girl realness with the flowers everywhere. It was like a painting, or you know those Marushka dolls that they have in Russia with the doll inside the doll inside the doll? It was that kind of floral pattern. It was just wonderful. We did an interview with them. They absolutely slay. I think a lot of people are feeling a lot of warmth and positivity towards Tulia after seeing what they did last night. Yeah, Luca Hänni! Luca Hänni! Again. Okay, so on YouTube, there's a bit of a debate. People are saying, oh my god, this is bad. People are saying, oh my god, this is amazing. I think a lot of that is pre-existing. That has nothing to do with last night. Last night's performance, he really worked the crowd. He was moving, he was dancing. He showed that he can move and sing at the same time. It's very difficult to do that, but with more practice, he told us in an interview on Weeby Blogs that he's running on a treadmill and singing to try to get in shape and prepared. He's gonna be ready for his moment. When he started, I was a little worried, to be honest. I thought the opening bars or maybe even verses were a little bit off and shaky, but this was his first, you know, live performance of the song in a big venue, and that will only improve. And he'll have backing vocalists when he hits the stage in Tel Aviv. I'm feeling very positive about this. I think, again, this should stay high with the bookies because he shows that he can deliver a show. So he did not hurt himself either. He won over many new fans, even if a lot of people are still throwing shade. All right. Now let's go through the rest of the list. Jonida Maliqi, Albania. This is a grower, y'all. People are talking about this. She has a presence. She seems to have ditched her Cleopatra kind of beauty pageant look from Fick, which was stunning and striking, and she's paring it back. She's still working high fashion. She told us off camera what her staging will be like in Eurovision, and all I can say is this: it's gonna be amazing. She really has a grand vision she wants to deliver. Vocally, she was on point. She really knows how to work this song. It felt so spiritual. She made people in the arena stop talking. People in AFAS Live, they love to talk, they love to drink, but they put their drinks down and they focus and listen to the beautiful Jonida Maliqi. Congratulations. Srbuk, Armenia. This was interesting. They go for something avant-garde almost. Her outfit from a distance almost seemed like flesh and blood. It was very striking, very fashion. She killed it vocally. You meet her and you see a petite little woman, and then she sings for 1,000 people. She sings for the millions of Armenians in Armenia and the millions all over the world in that diaspora. She has a powerful voice, is my point. It was, yeah, it wasn't shouty. It's like she knows how to work what she's got, and people who love this style of music, I think, will really be impressed with how she held her nerve, particularly in the bridge. She took it higher. Like, honestly, in terms of like size of person and size of voice, this is probably the biggest gap at Eurovision. All right, who else is on this list? Kate Miller-Heidke, Australia. Nothing holding her down. Nothing holding her down. I didn't think this would work in an arena, but it did. And in our interview, she actually said, perhaps the song is best experienced live instead of in a studio cut. And I kind of get that point. There's awe, there's majesty. Vocally, she nailed it. Vocally, she nailed it. Vocally, she mother bloody nailed it. Like, this woman can sing. Okay, zero gravity. She is defying gravity, that voice. She has a stage presence. She's played the Sydney Opera, this isn't a dive bar. She's performed at the Sydney Opera House many times, and she did very, very well last night. I think there were a lot of warm feelings for her after the show, and people paid attention. And there's something just so inspirational when she says nothing holding her down, and nothing is holding her down. You go, girl. Paenda from Austria. Okay, look, I wanted to fall in love. I wanted to be like, oh my God, the emotions, they gotta make me move. I just didn't feel it. I was really just quite bored during this. And I think it was a bit screechy. Now, we should say for all of the acts, the acoustics that you see on YouTube or hear on YouTube and that are in the event will never match those at Eurovision. It's just not possible. And so we have to give everyone the benefit of the doubt. But this, it was not stirring or particularly moving. And you know, I had to stand there like filming all this stuff and my back was starting to hurt. And at one point I was like, I'm just gonna put the camera down because if I have to put it down at any point, it's gonna be during this song. All right, next. Zena, Belarus, very expensive graphics. I mean, she was giving us California cool. Okay, she was driving down, window down. Yes, I'm going to Sunset Boulevard. I'm going to hit the beach, put on my suntan lotion. It looked very expensive. It looked very, very expensive. And she can sing. I mean, that was not playback. She was singing live and she was nailing it. Like, I'm sitting here, yes, exactly. Zena, she nailed it. Zena, Eurovision in concert princess. She can sing. Whether you like the song is another matter. I think the chorus is very, very catchy. It's a grower. It's last with the bookies. I don't know necessarily why. Could be because of the outside drama. Don't know, but that has nothing to do with Zena. All I know is this. Zena, she slayed. Who's next? Oh, Belgium, Eliot. Okay. I loved the LED. I think he's very charming and endearing and he wants to do well. I just felt like the audience didn't respond as much as I had hoped they would. The audience, you know, it was like muted applause. But again, this type of song is very made for TV. You need the graphics, you need the camera angles, you need the atmosphere. And I don't necessarily think Wake Up is made, again, for a massive arena. Not a massive arena, but for a concert venue like this, like a bar, club. It needs to be seen on TV, a music video, you know, a City Lights cinematographic video, the walls falling down, a music video. So I'm keeping the faith that Belgium will work their art pop magic and give him some beautiful staging that he deserves in Tel Aviv. This was fine. He's growing as a performer. He's very young. Yes. Next, Lake Malawi, our boys from the Czech Republic. Oh my goodness. Hello, Albert. Hello, Prague. Hello to all three of you. They've got charisma. Charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent. This was just so charming. It was like, there was a really nice vibe. People were like, yeah. I feel like after the national final, people perhaps wrote this off and said, oh, this is horrible, blah, 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 this is last. Well, it's not, guys. It's really not. It creates a mood. It's very catchy. And Albert has so much charisma. He's just charming. You want to see him in his yellow sweater, dancing, bobbing about. There's a real joy, a happiness. It's contagious. They're not unnerved by this experience. Well done. Mom will be proud. All right, Leonora, Denmark. You know what? I've always been like supportive of this song, but I think at these events, she's trying very hard to involve the audience. So she like teaches them her song. She's like, can you guys sing along with me? Love is Forever. And I'm like, I don't want to hear the audience sing Love is Forever. I want to hear you sing Love is Forever. Do you know what I mean? It's just, when the audience was singing Love is Forever, I was like, love is not forever. Love is not for 3 minutes, because these people can't sing, myself included. So I just wish in these preview events, it would be her like slaying and showing off what she can do. I see why she wanted to interact with the audience though, but it's just hard for me to judge this. And the acoustics were not amazing last night. So I don't want to say she's a bad singer because she's an amazing singer, but she sounded better at DMGP than she did last night. I'll say that. Darude and Sebastian Rejman from Finland. Sebastian, of course, has had a baby recently, just before UMK. I don't want to say he's aged in 20 years, but he's had a lot on his plate in the past few weeks, but he sounded great. I think this actually had a club vibe. This felt appropriate to the venue because look, Darude is a DJ. Darude from Ibiza to Bali, he is ready to slay, and that included in Amsterdam at Eurovision in concert. It just felt like a club performance, and it really fit, and that gives me faith and hope that in Tel Aviv, again, massive setting, audience, he can feed off that energy and do something wonderful. Snap, I need my list back. Oh my God, I hate when it does that. Scrolling down. I just did Darude. Oto Nemsadze, Georgia. A lot of screaming going on. It gets a little loud. A lot of noise. The man has stage presence. The man has stage presence. Does he have a song that I like? No. Does he have a voice that I like? No. But for some reason, I really like him. He's just so committed to what he's doing, and you have to respect that. You know, there will be people who like this. It's got a dark edge for me. The edge is a bit too dark, but yeah, well done him. Oh my God, I cannot believe I never talked about Hatari from Iceland. I never spoke about Hatari from Iceland. Can I tell you that I'm in love? Watch our interview on Weeby Blogs. These guys are amazing. They are so amazing. And last night they really killed it. I read comments on YouTube that Clemens didn't sing well. I thought he sounded great. I thought this looked great. I thought visually this was up there with Tulia. I know that sounds strange. In terms of visuals, it had a real visual identity. This was absolutely mother-tucking amazing. Iceland was one of my winners of the night. This went up. They proved again that they can sing and that it's musical. People in that venue, young and old and middle-aged, man, woman, gay, straight, everyone was paying attention. They were a show-stopping act. Iceland is here. The hype is real. The hype is real. I hope they slay in Tel Aviv. They deserve to. In my books, this is one of my potential winners. Like, for whatever that's worth, like, who knows how this will translate across Europe. I think it'll translate very well because last night was a very international audience. This was just, it's a showstopper. It is a showstopper. Well done to them. Sisters from Germany. I think there were some mic issues. Like, I think Larita's mic actually cut out in the beginning. Do you remember? Like, something wasn't right. The girls have been harmonizing and working very hard, but I think there were technical issues that might have marred their performance, so I don't want to write them off. I'll say this, in the press day, they were really, really lovely, and their bond is growing stronger every day. Damn, I see flames in your eyes, and boy, they burn so bright, something like that. The fire is there, and they just need to harness their vocal power and blend a bit better. I still think there are blending issues, and it's been a few weeks, so, you know, you may want to keep working on that. I'm sure they are, but I think last night was more of a technical issue than anything else, because literally Larita's mic was not on at the beginning, or she wasn't holding it close to her face. Okay, Katerine Duska from Greece. I love this queen. She has got one of the most beautiful personalities of the year. Now, we've heard that she's sick and that she's ill and under the weather, which may have explained why at times it didn't sound like her. This song with staging, just look at the music video. It was beautiful, touching, emotive. Last night she came out in a Grecian cape. She was working, you know, mythology. Looked great, had great presence. I think vocally something was slightly off, so I do think she was actually ill. So I don't want to like comment any further because it's not worth it, because our girl slays. So much stage presence, and there's warmth. Again, there's certain acts you feel warmth for, and there was a real warmth and affection for her, which was great to see, and I hope she gets better soon. All right, love her. Why is my phone locked? Hello? Joci, Pápai, apologies. My camera cut out last night while I was trying to film his performance. The battery died. Technical glitches happen. I'm so sorry. So he is the one performance we do not have in our playlist, but he was really stirring. Live, he's so much better than in a studio cut. That man, he has soul in his voice. The Roma traditions that he's spoken about in the past, millennia of traditions come through in his voice. It's a real grower. I think when you are in the same room with him, you feel like there's a ghost or an aura. He kind of overtakes you. The song, you know, there's not massive highs and really deep lows. It's just very sweet, and, you know, you respect it. You respect it. Is it a Eurovision winner? I don't think so. Is it another top 10? Maybe if he gets his staging right, actually it is. Before I had written it off, but there is something very stirring here. Hatari, oh, Sarah McTurnan from Ireland, 22, honey. When I say 20, you say 2. The audience didn't necessarily do that, but it was very sweet that she tried to get them to do that. She is so likable, so engaging with the audience, so friendly, so warm. The song, you know, again, there's no peak, there's no climax. There is no climax here, and the audience, I think, you know, they wanted a climax, but we always say this, Eurovision is a TV show. It is not actually judged on like the feeling in the arena. It is a TV show. And so I think for them, they'll be gearing this as a song for TV. So you're not going to see the magic till you're at home watching this on the night, because this is not necessarily an arena song, and that is okay. She's got a beautiful voice. She is a mother. She's a Eurovision performer, a Voice of Ireland veteran. She's got a lot going on in her life, and she's holding herself and carrying herself very, very well. I think there's a charm here, a real charm, a very strong look, a bold lip, and yeah, I want to see them work some magic. I've heard on the grapevine from people connected to the Irish delegation that her performance is going to be real good. So they have something in store, so wait for it. All right, we're moving on. It is so bright. Ooh. Kobe Marimi Israel. He actually had in-ear mic issues. He was like, he had to stop his performance after he started because something was wrong. But then he brought it. He went first, and people were surprised. When you watch the videos, people are like talking because it's the first act. People weren't ready to start. But, you know, he silenced them. He really did. He proved that he is someone. He is somebody. I think there's an emotion that comes through. Fantastic. Yuri I cannot speak this morning. Yuri Veklenko, Lithuania, running with lions. Look, the lion did not roar last night. This was pleasant. It was very pleasant. The lion was at the zoo and you were looking through the glass. But I want the lion to attack me. I just feel like it needs a bit more thrust. He can sing though. Anna Oda Bescu, Miss Moldova, stunning voice. So powerful. I will stay if she is singing. This is gonna need banging staging to have any chance. Banging staging, because it is a bit dated and a bit cliche. I happen to love both dated songs and cliche songs because I'm old like a dinosaur fossil, and so it reminds me of my childhood. But this, yeah, I think to get a broader kind of legion of fans across Europe, she's really gonna need amazing staging, but gosh, that voice is for the final. Demo Montenegro. I think the music video is nice because you have that old gentleman like playing the traditional instrument in like a really frenetic way. He was not here last night. So yeah, I don't know if it was heaven. It wasn't hell. They can sing. It was more of a purgatory. It was more of a purgatory. They're very talented musicians. I just think the song doesn't harness their full capability. Like, it's almost vocal masturbation. It's just harmony, 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 but like there's not necessarily a feeling here. I don't know. It is an earworm though. Heaven, I can run to heaven. In any case, I'm gonna move on. Duncan Lawrence, we talked about. Kino, we talked about. Tulia, we talked about. Esther Piani, Romania. She's so sultry, so sassy, so sexy on a Sunday. It has a very nice country feel. Country folk pop feel. I only realized yesterday that her guitarist is actually her husband. They wrote this song together, and that's why it is so natural and so real, because it comes from the heart. They gave birth to this song. It was not handed to them. LED-wise, y'all get ready for Tel Aviv, okay? Get ready. We had a word with her, and her staging, again, is gonna be banging. Hey, Maruv. Yeah, Esther. Serhat. People love Serhat. He's a fan favorite this year. He got to perform near the end of the show in the final group, delivering his speak-sing style. Say na-na-na. We said na-na-na. Afterwards, he had the audience say na-na-na, and they said na-na-na. It's just charming. He, again, is going to go all out with staging. He's going to deliver something that is memorable, that is real. It's from the heart. This song he wrote in 5 minutes. Y'all can make your jokes and say, oh yeah, you know, he wrote it in 5 minutes. But it came easy is the point, because it's an easy melody. And easy is often good because it's memorable. Na-na-na. Children all over the world, no matter their language, babble in the same sounds. That is encoded in our brains at birth. It is hardwired. We learn to say na-na-na. No, we don't learn. We know to say na-na-na. There's universal appeal to the song, and I saw that last night. Everyone... They were swaying, they were moving, they were saying nah, nah, nah. Okay. Nevena Bozovic, Serbia. She's a beautiful woman. She's stunning. She could be Miss Serbia. Vala yay. The song is not my cup of tea, as I've said many times, but I think she's a lovely person. But if we're just judging the music, you know, it's a Balkan ballad with some rock sounds, and I don't like that mix. I love a Balkan ballad. I love me some rock, but when a Balkan ballad has rock sounds, I don't know, I just think of the late 80s. But she sold it. She definitely sells what she has, and I think with scenography, this will be magical. But it needs scenography, because on its own, it's not... Frankly, it's not poppy enough. And you're gonna say, oh, Salvador Sobral won, he didn't have a pop song. Yeah, I get that. But I'm just saying, for like the typical viewer, this outside of maybe the Balkan region, this just has too much of a local flair, I think. It needs more of a universality. She's amazing though, and she sells it. I'm just seeing all the nasty comments now. Oh my God, I do not hate Serbia. I love Serbia. Serbia is one of my favorite countries in Eurovision, actually. I think Netherlands is amazing. I just don't like this song. But she is so nice. Our interview with her is lovely. She's got such a good heart. Oh, can't say enough about her. Mickey, we talked about. Luca, we talked about. Michael Rice is the final act. Michael Rice, you know, he feels this song so hard. He really does, and it makes me like it more. I think that he delivers it. My girl Alicia, someone said this in a Facebook group. I'm like, it's so early, but someone said he sings with the passion that John Lundvik should sing with. And I kind of get that. I kind of see that. Like, there's just so much passion here. And he wants to do well. He wants to sell his song, and he's selling it. The song for me is a bit cliche, but it's okay, because cliche can be a good thing. You could hear this on the radio. And with the proper pyro and some LED realness, yeah, this will be magical. He did himself proud. Well done, Michael Rice. Yes, I may give up Kali Rice and go back to Rice for you. In any case, that's what I think. What do you think? Have you watched the performances from last night at Eurovision in concert? Who impressed you? Who is your winner? Who is your loser? Who do you think is going up and who is going down low? Let us know here on Wee Wee Vlogs. I'm flying back to London today. And yeah, we'll be back on YouTube soon. More videos. We're going to upload all of our interviews. They haven't gone up yet, but they are in the pipeline. Thank you to Ron and Sinan. And I'm going to get this one up right now. We'll see you later. Bye!